My name is Rakib Islam. I'm the founding director of Your Bike Project CIC. It's a social enterprise based in Camden, specializing in upcycling and cycle maintenance. We provide an exit strategy for young people who are involved in, gang violence, antisocial behavior, serious crime. Unfortunately, the data suggests, these social groups themselves find it very difficult to get back into any form of other training, get back into society. So therefore, as an organization, we have ensured that, one of our key aims is to work with a number of young people in the borough that may be prone or, exposed to these sort of violence or, being a statistic, essentially. So we just needed some capital, we needed some resources, advice, services, we needed mentoring on how to actually steer this organization, as well as, advice on how to kind of build the structures, whatever, Camden Given has played a huge part. We secured some funding from them last year. That was great. That really supported us. We did get a small grant from this year as well. That really, really helped us through the, through the post and pre-pandemic, all that kind of situations. As an organization, we have certain responsibilities to ensure that we do our part as well, because we're there frontlining in that public realm. Last year, when the start of the actual pandemic, 18 months ago, we was in a very tricky situation where, we was in a regulated space where we wasn't able to do any form of social distancing. So that for us was very difficult. Being again, a small, blade of a grass organization, we can't afford a workshop in the area. We can't afford to rent certain buildings in the area. It could be from insurance, it could be from lack of funds, it could be too expensive, it could not be, the project just can't manage, something this, like a building this small, we need a workshop, we need facilities. So as an organization, it's very, very difficult for us. I think one way we kind of did it is we actually had to go on Zoom and had to go on Microsoft Teams. So through their Instagram, using the internet, all them tools, as a form of utilization, speaking with our young people, ensuring to let them know what days are available to come down. So when there was always a lockdown being lifted, we just did the most craziest, I'm talking about, it was like a crash course, like a proper crash course where we had 10 bikes, 10 young people, guys fixing here, fixing here, fixing here. Through that methodology, we were able to donate over 100 bicycles to deprived people of the south of the borough, mostly 16 to 25-year-olds. This was responsible for them to go to work, save money for the jobs that have been holding for the number of years. So we have young people who've been working in Sainsbury's, for years now. We have people that have been, doing delivery jobs, and they need this form of alleviation, creating cycling accessible as able to save money, encourage healthy eating, well-being, mental health, cleaner streets for our road, encourage a cycling culture, getting young people on the streets to take part in our academic course. We train all young people. Through the pandemic as well, we were able to get 10 young people flexible and 2 people full-time roles. Two people now are working in apprenticeships with Woodley. They're a carpentry company that partnered with McLaren. So 2 of our young people is there now doing a 2-year apprenticeship course. And that was something that we handed over to the apprenticeship company. Another one is we have 8 young people that are fully on the road now doing Uber Eats, Just Eat and Deliveroo. And we were able to provide the bike for them, fill out all the necessary details, and then put them on the road essentially. And now they are, their own boss, making flexible income whenever they need it, So every Saturdays, and it's still going on now, every Saturdays we get the whole community come down. This is a free space, free workshop, or anyone in the local area to get their bike service for free. It's a basic bicycle service. It doesn't matter if you're an adult or, OAP or different social group. It's specifically 4 people in the bar. And yeah, through there, we're still doing the same. So we've got 100 bikes there, and we're slowly redistributing them back into society. This kind of story behind it that is, resident-led, resident initiatives, residents like of Camden believe where, funds should be allocated, through their perspective and lens. They are ones responsible to see the inequality, indifferences, inequity, as well as, the moral compass to decide what is necessary. Camden Giving has been a great vehicle to kind of move the funds, possible. That's the way I see it. That we applied to Camden Giving, and I didn't realize how straightforward it would be. I would say the application is a bit of a tedious, but it has to be some form of scrutiny behind it, and yeah, I loved it. Just taking part in Camden Giving and actually obtaining funds. Long-term impact-wise is changing statistics in the area. So I really want to see more 16 to 25-year-olds not being end of a knife crime. I don't want to see 16 to 25-year-olds being subjected to injustices within our community. I don't want to see any more young people in our community that are facing hardship, struggles, just by growing up in this box and always being told they're going to be living in this box because no one is telling them where they need to utilize their resources from. Nobody's explaining or telling them what services are available for them to actually benefit from being a beneficiary. Like no one is explaining to them the awareness and the importance of mental health, physical health, and well-being, dude. Being in Camden, being from the Bangladeshi community, and heritage, we do have a big footprint in Camden, and it always gives me the impression that I'm home, but I'm not home. And I think that's with a lot of cultures in the area.